Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Vinny here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Hossein, and he's selling his Amazon Associates business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Hossein, and how are you doing today?
Fine, and you?
Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to diving deep into your business and learning more about it. And just before that, I'm going to go over a brief summary for all our listeners. So our listing today is an Amazon Associates advertising and affiliate business in the automotive niche, created in May 2019. The average monthly revenue for the business is $4,259, and it makes an average of $4,222 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are the primary domain and all of the site content and files, an additional domain that's used as a 301 redirect, employee contracts. Please note that the evaluation for this business is based off Amazon Associates' new commission structure that was rolled out on April 21st, 2020. Head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48298 to learn more about the business if you want to start your due diligence. And just remember to unlock the listing first. So, now that I've given a general overview of the business, Hossein, can you tell me a bit about your background in building or running online businesses?
Sure. I'm an IT engineer, and after completing my graduation, I learned a little bit about affiliate marketing, means online and internet marketing. Before that, I was interested on software engineering because I has completed my VHC engineering in IT. That's why I completed many of the courses and related to it and certified from many of them. But my dream was different. I don't like to get the 9-to-5 jobs, and that's why I'm searching how can I get freedom from out of now 9-to-5 jobs. Then I knew about this business process and I got my dream. That's why after that I started to learn and building the resources.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I think a lot of people who are in this industry, like you say, have the same feeling of I guess, like you say, restlessness, where they feel like I want to escape my job and I don't want to work within a cubicle in an office anymore. Let me ask you, Hossein, how did you come up with the idea to start this particular business? Why in the automotive niche?
You know that everyone has vehicles and cars and so stuff. And when we are just everyday life, we are fully dependent on automotive vehicles, and I'm facing many problems, can find proper solutions for many of them. That's why I think it could be a good niche to start a blog to help others solve problems, and also it can help me to make money, and it could be profitable than others, because when many questions I can find the answers, when I solve the problems, it could be easily rankable. That's why I started and choose the automotive niche.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. So your business has recently seen quite strong month-on-month growth recently. So why are you selling the business at this moment in time instead of keeping it and continuing to scale it?
In the niche business, I already passed few years, and right now I want to invest into big assets, and which we have other projects and in the pipeline. And this was my first project to sell, and I want to check how it goes go. And mainly I'm interested in dropshipping business model, and I need to just a big amounts. That's why I wanna sell my business.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I just want to talk a bit more about your business for our listeners so they can understand a bit more, and it gives you a chance to share about the business as well. So I just want you to reflect back on your experience of running this Amazon Associates business. Was there anything that you felt while you were building it that actually worked, like any strategies or anything like that?
I know about how people react to the reviews and how the business goes. I will definitely try to apply my experiences to my future site, but not in the same niche or not in the same type of business. I just want to focus on dropshipping, and I think it couldn't create any problem.
Yeah, okay, no problem. What advice would you give to our listeners that you wish you knew when you first started your blog?
I have their businesses and I can spend more times to the site, and I just not focusing on the building backlinks and just I focused on the contents. And at present I think I should have to focus on the backlinks also, and that would be more helpful to grow the business to the upper level.
Yeah, that's some pretty solid advice. I just want to touch on what you mentioned just there about backlinks. I just want to talk about the marketing for the business right now. Where does the majority of your traffic come from? Is it organic search or paid advertising?
It's the organic search, and I don't even tried any kinds of paid advertising. And most of the traffic are came from the US and some from UK and also Canada.
Yeah.
And I don't try to make any kinds of other marketings. And I think I should try to do email marketing or other stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good reflection of your marketing right now. Let me ask you, actually, what do you do in terms of marketing for the business?
I just researching you saw that my site has strong backlinks, and also it's the expired domain. You saw that, right?
Yes, I did, yeah.
That means it's a strong backlinks profile, and I didn't try any kinds of backlinks, and I just like to researching on the look competitive keywords and which the others don't know, and also I try to focus on the researching on the products and also for info type of product keywords. That's which I can easily rank on, and you saw that I'm monetizing on different monetization platforms like Amazon, right?
Yes, I did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't try to make different kind of advertising or not try to make backlinks, which I mentioned before.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there.
Yes, also I got some links organically. That means sometimes I make the relationship with the other bloggers, and they saw my sites and give back to me. And also sometimes many of the bloggers saw that this content is very good. That's why they mentioned me. And sometimes I got some links from them.
Yeah, that sounds really, really good. Yeah, I'm glad that the expired domain seems to be doing a lot of work in helping you build up your backlink profile. I just want to move now over to what type of work is required to maintain the business. Hossein, can you describe what type of work that you do to maintain the site right now?
Mainly I fasting 3 to 4 hours, and most of the times are going on to researching. And I mentioned before that it's the keyword researching and also product researching. And after that, I just make a file and send it to my writer, and he wrote the contents, and I just read every line and try to fill up the gaps which he is not mentioned in the content, and advise him which he had to do to improve this content. And most of the time goes to that.
Gotcha. So, like you're saying, all content creation is basically done and outsourced to a freelance writer.
Yes, yes.
Cool. So, what would you say if for a potential buyer who's interested in buying this business, but they aren't familiar with Amazon Associates or the automotive niche, what would you recommend are some skills that they should learn in order to step into this role?
Okay. Everyone using automotive, you know that well. That's why we all knows about how it goes on. And sometimes, and it's a very straightforward, and there is a content process which if a buyer wants to follow, who is a new buyer can easily follow. And he wants to outsource it's very easy, like completely straightforward. There's nothing different. Difficult parts for definitely difficult for the new owners to get in, and hopefully, and I will also share my content instructions files to the buyer so that he can order it. He can send it to his content writer, and easily hopefully he will understand it.
No, that's really great. I will actually ask you a bit more later in the interview about how much support you're willing to offer. But just before that, I want to talk about what are the potential opportunities for this business. I mean, if you did keep it, how would you try to grow this Amazon Associate site?
You know that everyone we are used automotive, and that's why there is a lot of things we have to do, and new problem occurs, and we need the solutions. And there is a lot of things we can cover, and which has very low competitive, and there is no limitation to get new topics, new ideas. Also, Amazon paying high advertising fees on automotive niche, and you know that this size is monetizing multiple monetization to boost up its earnings. A buyer can easily increase its earnings, publishing more info contents and also the buying contents. And you already checked my site that I published many of the contents and on very low competitive keywords, who is in the position the first or at the last of the first page or the second page of Google. And if the buyer can make some backlinks to the article that is very low competitive, who is in the position of first page or second page, and it can easily move to the front page and also on position to the 1 or 3 in the Google search.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you would say basically maybe trying to expand the type of content that you make, but also like targeting specific low competition keywords to try and rank on the first or second page of Google.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool, that makes sense. So as with all businesses, every business has inherent risk. What would you say are the biggest risks with this site that a buyer should be aware of?
That Google usually updates their algorithms and Amazon cutting out the commission rates. I think that's true is the main risk, and that's why I try to focus on monetize on multiple ways so that we can ignore the Amazon when Amazon cutting the commission rates. I think it won't for my earnings, and you saw that in my size earnings profile. And when Amazon cutting the commission rates, it wouldn't affect me a lot.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, like you say, Google algorithm changes can catch a lot of people off guard, and like you say, can change the traffic, as well as Amazon's commission structures can also change overnight as well. That's a good shout. So just a few wrap-up questions before we end the interview. How much support are you offering buyers? Is it the 30 days of email support and Skype calls?
Yeah, sure, I will. He just investing his money to his business, and definitely I will support him for how much he needs to do.
That's really good to hear. So, Hossein, are you willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes, perfect. I am willing to commit it.
Great. And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
No.
Okay, no problem at all. So last question for you then. So if you put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Mainly this type of business is providing the earnings, which we do not need to do a lot of things like the other stuff. And besides, it's worth buying because there is lots of opportunities we can do. And you can imagine what a buyer can do or what the AC staff can do to grow this business up upper level. And also I am monetizing, that I'm monetizing on the private affiliate, and it's providing 25% commission rate. And one of my friends he started the monetization, and he got the first 3 positions on Google, and his earnings a lot, means $5 to $6K per month.
Yeah, that's great. Is there anything else that you think that you'd like to share that you think I might have missed?
Not at this moment. I think I shared all of my things which I know about this.
Fantastic. Hossein, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today, and I hope that you get your business sold in the near future.
Thanks a lot, Vinay.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if the listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 48298. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can click on the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked the listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.